How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Sunnier here. We're back. Welcome to episode 7, I think, of this Minecraft Let's Play world. We're back. As you can see, I'm in full diamond armor. I want to show this off a little bit. These were lucky just enchants. I got my iron farm back and running. I've been pretty busy offline. If you aren't in the Discord, I was posting some updates. But I terraformed this a lot. I got plans to build right there, but not in this episode. I've got some other things I want to do. I went ahead and moved all the villagers, because what the problem was is this villager breeder that was here was too close to the iron farm, and so it was one village instead of the two that you kind of want, so the iron golems could spawn anywhere in that village area. So I moved everything over here. We've got our new villagers. I've set up a couple of these. I also did a raid, kind of on accident. Thought it was going to be easy. It was very, 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 very difficult. I didn't record any of it. I will do some of that on camera sometime. But we've got our new our new villager breeder area right here. We've got some villagers going. I also did this. I made the river connect and got rid of all the buildings. This is the house that I've been staying in, and that's all that's left. I think I'm gonna like move everything under here temporarily, kind of make it a little base area, but I'm not sure yet. I've been doing a lot, and I want to set up a place to live, but I've got so many other priorities right now. Um, I've got these some new tools though. I've also got that from the villagers. I'll go ahead and show that off. I went ahead and maxed all of these guys out, so they're all maxed trays and whatnot. So I can get enchanted diamond armor from these guys. I get that from all of them. This is the only one that has the iron trade, which is unfortunate, but I kind of solved that solution upstairs too. So they're all maxed, and maxing them out helps my villager reputation a lot. So I've been working on that a lot. And then I maxed them out here too. This is where the majority of my iron goes. My plan that I thought about, I did some research. I want to set up a villager curing station where there's literally just one villager that I infect and then cure over and over and over again. Because every time you do that, it ups your reputation by like 2 or something. So if I do that, 15 times, my reputation will max out at 15. If you don't know anything else, if you don't know anything about villager reputation, I can leave a link in the description. If I haven't, you can just look it up. It's pretty easy to understand. Um, but yeah, today I'm gonna be making an automatic sheep farm, or wool farm, as I'm sure you could tell by the title, because I found out from the whole raid thing that I did that diamond armor is not enough for me, surprisingly. So I want to get to a point where I can go mining for netherite and upgrade my armor, and I want to use it. I want to use beds, and I want to be able to get beds a lot easier. So there's a few things I'm going to need for that. I'm going to definitely need some stone for. Also, I've been smelting a lot of stuff. Like, I've got a whole setup. I just smelted so many logs from that chest that I had mined beforehand. But I'm definitely going to need some stone and some redstone. I'm going to take those because I'm going to need them soon. I also got those from the raid too. I'm going to need some iron for shears. I guess I'm going to need 18 iron. I'll just get that from over there actually. So I'm going to need 18. I need a dispenser, so I need a bow, which is going to need 3 string. And that might be it. So I guess I'll go ahead and get started on that. Okay, so just to explain, now that I've got this going, I'm going to need a lot of iron, because I'm going to need minecart, or minecart with a hopper, whatever. I set this up. I throw all the giant amount of roses up there into the barrels, and I get bone meal. So I've got some bone meal going for in the future if I need it. But we're going to be setting up the sheep farm right here. And so what I want to do is I kind of want to make it underground rather than above ground, because it's kind of big. I'm going to line it up with the chicken farm here. and I'm gonna dig under. Okay, it's gonna be like an 11 by 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now I'm just gonna dig under a level. And we're gonna have to wait for all this grass to spread, but that's totally okay. It's not that big of a deal at all. I'll probably make this a ladder, actually, eventually. But I kind of want to get it all set up and big, because bringing sheep down here is not going to be fun. Okay, I've got it all dug out here. This will be plenty of space. I'm going to do, I think, 3 different stations for sheep. And just, if I want to dye a few of them every now and then, I can. I'm going to go ahead and replace all of this stone with dirt. My whole picture in my head for this is kind of just like really plain, just a lot of grass, some torches, you know. I kind of want it to look like plain or homemade or whatever, but it's not going to matter that much. It's all going to be underground anyway. I've got a lot of plans for a lot of things that I want to set up. I know how to make item sorters and stuff, and I kind of want to set up one of those where I just filter all of my items in one, like, spot, and, you know, have a chest labeled for each item and whatnot. I don't know. I think it'd be really cool, but for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and get started on this. I'm just going to take some torches, and I'm going to light it up a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This should be good. We got to wait for the grass to spread on down here, but that'll work just fine. I'm going to go ahead and set up the things I need for the sheep first before I get them down here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Just to note, we've got some grass growing in here finally, which is nice. The hope is that it will fill up all of this, but the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make some bows here. We need 3, because we're going to make 3 dispensers. We're also going to need, I was thinking fences until just now. I thought maybe we should use slabs instead. I'm not sure. I'll deal with that in a second. And then we got to craft ourselves. Oh, wait. Oh, it's cobblestone. Duh. I'm thinking about the, good old repeaters. Okay, now that we've got some dispensers, we're gonna go ahead and place one of them there, one of them there, and one of them is what? Hang on. One of them there. Yeah. And so what this is going to look like is we're going to have, this will grow into grass, and we'll have our sheep there. I think I'm also going to replace these blocks here with some dirt, just so that way it'll turn into grass too, because the more grass we have close to the grass that we want to have it grow to, the better, if that makes any sense. We're giving it more sources of grass, essentially. So this is the block that matters. Now we look at all the grass that's grown. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and do slabs. You can do fences. I'm still not really 100% sure on what the best plan for it is, but I'm gonna do some slabs right here. And the sheep is going to go right here. So we're going to put that right above it so the sheep can't escape once we've put it there. And we're going to do that on every side. And there we go. So the sheep are going to go right here. You can see we've already got grass growing in. We're letting it spread. The sheep will eat it occasionally. But now we've got to get to the redstone. So I'm going to make a few more repeaters here, and we're gonna set this on a repeater clock. It does not matter which clock you use. It's totally up to you. I'm using a repeater clock because I know it's easy. It's probably not the smartest idea, and if it causes a problem, then I'll update it and let you know. But I don't think it will. It shouldn't, at least. And we're going to go ahead and head back here, and we're going to dig out a little bit of a workspace here. And now, and we'll cover that up too here in a second. What we're going to do, so the dispenser is going to go here. I'm just going to set it there for now, just for the purpose of having it there. We're going to send some redstone out in each direction here, like that. And we're going to do it on this side too. There we go. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to set up this clock. I'm making this look really complicated. It's not this complicated. I just want it to look kind of even, if that makes any sense, because it would totally stick out if it wasn't. And it's all going to be covered up anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I'm going to do it like this anyway. Now we're going to set this lever, and we're going to set it right here. We're going to click it really fast, just like that. And we'll get the click just like that occasionally. You can make the tick longer. You can use a different kind of clock to prevent it from being, you know, as short as it is. It's totally up to you. But now we can cover this back up. And that ticking sound you hear is not going to be there. Because now what we can do is we're going to make a lot of shears. And I mean a lot of them. I'm going to set some torches back here, though, just so that way it doesn't make that noise over and over again. Okay, we've got them all filled up with shears. As you can see, even though it's ticking, it doesn't use any durability until there's actually, you know, a sheep there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the collection system. And the way I'm going to do that is we're going to dig out this all the way down to there. I'm going to make it even, but just far enough that a minecart would roll all the way to each wall, and it'll just roll back and forth however much we need it to. So it goes all the way over to here. I'm just going to dig this all out for now, actually. Okay, so now we're going to take some powered rails, and we're going to set them on each of these walls, and just because I have the 6, I'm going to go ahead and place a few extra just because. And I could use that one somewhere else too. I've got a perfect spot for it. And now we're going to make some regular old railroads. And we're going to set, that doesn't go there. And we're going to set these in all the spots that the other rails aren't taking up. So now I'm going to dig out these spots right here to the side of these. And we're going to place a lever down to power each one. We're going to need one extra lever, though, here. That's another stick. We're going to use levers in all these spots just to make them all powered forever. And now, as you can see, the grass is already growing in so much. What we can do is we're going to make a chest. And we're going to make a hopper out of that chest. And then we're going to make a minecart. So we've got a hopper minecart now. And we're going to set this right there. And this is just going to roll back and forth over and over again. And that will just be there from now on. Now, what we can do is set up a spot for it to drop off anything it picks up. And so what I'm going to do is you can replace a couple of these with hoppers. Actually, I think I'm going to do that specifically just because of how much iron I have. But you got to find a spot to stick the chest. I think I want the chest to come out like right here in this corner. So what I'm going to do, it's totally up to you how you make this work. You could just have one chest that it rolls over and over again eventually. But I'm going to replace literally every single one of these stones with a hopper, just because of how my iron farm, if you want to build one of those, that's what episode 1 was. So maybe just make a bunch of hoppers, but I need, what, 11 times 5? I need 55 iron. I have that. Alright. I just need the wood, which I also have. Okay, so I'm going to need 11 hoppers here. It's not super important, again, that you use only hoppers here. It's totally a preference. But I'm going to set the chest right here. And then we're going to flow hoppers all the way across like so. And this is where we will set all the rails again. I'm also going to go ahead and set an on-off switch, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to set a repeater right there, and so that keeps this clock going at all times. But I can also set a lever. We're going to put some dirt there and a piece of dirt here too, and we're going to go redstone there. And a lever right there. And now we can do that, and it's off. It will not keep the clock going. The clock's still going back there, but it won't. It'll prevent the whole constant ticking. You'll have to hear the minecart over and over again. Actually, we could set up an on-off switch for that too, frankly. So what we're gonna do is dig out some space over here. Now what we can do is put a block in front of the rail right there, put the lever right there, and it'll activate, but we can still put stuff in the hopper and it'll keep going. So we're going to do that in every spot except for one, and that's the spot we're going to use to be able to turn this on and off. So the way we're going to keep it on and off is we're going to make a redstone torch. Right, and we're going to place that right there, as well as this piece of redstone right there. And now, whenever we flick this lever, it will turn off that rail. And so, we can go ahead and set that there, cover it up, and when we flick it, it'll keep going over and over again. All the hoppers work great, but we now have this lever, which we can set up in a better spot. And now we've got this flow of redstone, and we can go ahead and cover this all back up. And we can now see, oh, that cut it off. We can now see, you can hear the minecart going over and over again. If we flick this, it stops, and then we can turn it back on again. So now we got one lever for the minecart, and we've got one lever for the dispensers. So if you don't like hearing this all the time, you know, you can turn it on and off. It works out pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this all off for now, and we are going to go get a couple of sheeps. Okay, and that one's already eaten again, which is pretty great. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first off dye this one white. Can you not dye it white with bone meal anymore? Oh, I guess maybe I can do it with white dye though. There we go. Dye it white. We've got our brown wool that we don't need. I'm gonna lure this one down here in a second, but I want to go ahead and, oh my goodness. There we go. Now we've got them bred. We've got our third sheep now. Now we just got to put these guys in their place. Right there. Okay. I'll probably replace these with fences because I'm understanding, based off of the whole wool flying away, that it does not, in fact, work like the fences probably do. So I'm going to go ahead and change that up and replace these with fences. But outside of that, we're all done. So what we can do now is get some wool going. Alright, and there we go. We can call this done now. So we gotta wait for grass to spread, which happens quite fast. It's not that big of a deal. We got 3 of them going. Once this one grows up, but we got wool coming in. We've got all our problems solved, man. Now we've got our source of wool. I can go ahead and turn both of those on, and now we just wait. We can AFK this, but you can also probably see, if I can get into this, yeah, this one's been sheared twice. Shears are being used. You might have to, very rarely, but occasionally, update the shears. I mean, you can see this one's not going at all because it's a little baby, but just, we can now AFK this. If you face this way, you can't even hear any of it, so it's not like that's the problem. We've got our chicken farm going, and we've got our iron farm going, so we now have an income for 5 different random items, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, I guess now we've got this all wrapped up. Just for showing purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and use this first bed here in the nether and show off what I'll be doing here off camera, just to go ahead and get this all flowing, assuming there's not a skeleton or, yeah, something along these lines on this side, because things just walk in. I gotta make a better nether portal thing. Like, I gotta make like a nether hub area, but beforehand, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dig down here. I'm barely on this walkway at all, which is fine. Y level 15, if you didn't know, is the best spot to do this at. So we're gonna head and just drop down here. I don't have feather falling yet. I need to get that, but we're gonna dig down real fast, go down to Y15, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on this. Alright, here we are, Y level 15, and now, in case you don't know, the best way to do this is we're gonna just dig this out a little bit, and we can set a bed down, some netherrack to cover it, and right click, and now we've got this area exploded. There's no netherite yet, but that's okay. We're gonna punch out all the fire and build ourselves a little path. There's a lot of other ways to do this. You can use TNT. There's this TNT duplicator that a lot of people used for this. I'm not a big fan. I might set that up for some farms, but not yet. Not till I'm a lot more set up. I don't want to use it just because it's easier. I want to use it because I'm at a point where it'll, you know, not change a lot. So but yeah, this is, you know, what we're going to be doing. I'll be doing a lot of this off camera, so we can get a lot of stuff collected, and we'll have some netherite armor, hopefully, by the time I record the next episode. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this episode pretty helpful. Hopefully you can see the progress we've been making. I've got a few things planned. I'll probably clean this sheep farm up a little bit off camera, as well as hopefully by the time I come back I'll have some netherite armor, similar how I just had some diamond armor when I showed up in this episode. You know, I need some better gear, if you couldn't tell by how many times I died in chat. But we got everything sorted. I've got a lot of plans here. I got a building I want to build here. I've got a building I want to build back there. I've got this other thing I want to build really bad. Not a building, but a useful thing similar to the sheep farm. But I'm going to get situated in the next episode. Hopefully I'll be in full netherite. I'll probably have gotten rid of that building by now. I kind of want to set up a little mini base directly underneath the blacksmith, just under that, behind those walls, and that terraforming we did in episode 4, 5, something like that. But yeah. Thanks again so much for watching. If you have made it this far, comment, what's a good comment? Comment the word sheet. Comment the word sheet. It's a combination of a few words, sheep and another one. So, again, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I wonder if we've gotten any wool yet. Outside of those ones. We have. Look at that. I can go use another bed. But yeah. Thanks again so much for watching. Leave a like. Leave that comment. Or literally anything else. And yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.